Hello, today we have a wonderful guest for us, Claes from Sweden, and his band is Retrograth. Been around actually since the beginning of the Rooster Show, one of the first few bands that joined my show, and it's wonderful to have him aboard today. And here we go. Got Retrograth.
That's
Hey,
my
what's
friend
up?
Stefan. He's running the club. I had to go here. I couldn't make it at home.
It's all right, Claes.
So text.
Cheers. Cheers to both of you
So
guys.
it's rock and roll. We're from the rock club.
Hör du honom i lurarna?
Yeah.
Du har honom bra.
Very, very well, Rooster.
Var han dig bra?
Shall I call you Jones or Rooster?
Rooster, man. My friends call me Rooster.
Rooster. The Rooster. Yeah.
Good. Happy Thanksgiving to both of you
Nice
guys.
seeing you.
Good to see you too.
Yeah.
You know, you've been one of my first bands on my show, and I appreciate
That's cool.
sticking with me all these years. I appreciate you. I love your music. I got you playing on YouTube in the background, man, right
Yeah, I
now.
see that.
So
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
It's
Thank
fucking
you.
awesome. Yeah.
So tell me, man. Tell me about yourself. Tell me about your band. When was it formed? And when did you come about?
I started. I started during Corona.
During Corona.
Corona was like arranging a lot of stuff. I was working with Stefan on his club, Electro Pub, it's called. Basically playing synth music. Then Corona came, nothing to do, bought the synthesizer, starting to make music.
That's when I started the Rooster Show too. It was
Ah,
during
yeah.
Corona.
So Corona is not that bad, right?
Yeah,
For
it brought
us.
people together.
Yeah.
Fuck,
Yeah.
fuck that 6 feet bullshit.
Gonna get creative, right?
Yeah, definitely. Well,
Yeah.
wonderful. So do you have other people
So-
that join you
so-
at times? Do you have other
Once
people that
again?
join you on stage?
Actually, this is a solo show.
It's
In
just
the
solo right
States, I'm doing it one-man machine.
now. One man machine. Right on, man. So
One-man machine it is. Yeah, man.
Du har ju samarbetat.
I have a few ones that collaborated, but
okay.
normally it's one-man machine.
Okay, well, tell me about that. Who was collaborating with you
Gigs
before?
coming up in the States.
Huh? Who's collaborated with you before?
Collaboration, you mean?
Yeah.
I've been remixed by guys from Boston called Ex Hagina. Playing a bit of synth music, and I'm gonna play with them in Boston when I'm coming over.
Wonderful. Oh, I hear you a lot better
And
right
then
now.
I did it yeah.
Good.
And then we did. You first.
No, you go ahead. This is your show.
No, yeah, but you are the guy who's making the syntax or the kind of structure here, man.
Yeah.
But we're doing it from a nightclub, so it's a busy. That's a little bit like the rock and roll we're doing, right?
Yeah. So, okay.
So I also been doing a project. Speaking about projects, I've also done a project with a Canadian guy called Null Zero.
Oh, wonderful.
We did 2 songs together. It's been streaming really well in the radios in Canada and in the States. Mostly about like cyber stuff. So,
Wonderful. You got to send me
like
a couple.
singing about aliens, robots, and this kind of thing.
You need to send me a copy of that so I can get you put on the industrial bits.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great.
The latest one will be released on streaming media on Friday, on the 24th, I think, November. It's more a little bit industrial. It's about my relatives who were fighting in war. So it has a very personal touch. But it's a lot of like marching stuff, some gunshots, cannonballs, all weird samples from from that.
Yeah, one of your songs I noticed was done for your grandpa. What was it called? Tripwire?
Once again,
One of your songs, if I remember correctly, was done for your grandpa. That was in World War II.
yes, exactly.
Tripwire,
Yes.
was it called? Or what was it called?
It's
Something
called
wire.
Thin Wires.
Thin Wire.
Thin Wires.
I knew it had a T.
Yeah, exactly. It starts with a T, yeah, and then it continues.
Bad memory.
Exactly.
So what does
I,
Retrograth mean?
that's a kind of. I was thinking about calling it retrograde,
Okay.
like something like because I'm doing analog synths. It's a bit
Yeah, it is.
and retrograde is a little bit like a counter movement. It's a bit of subculture.
Yeah, see you, buddy.
So,
Cheers. Awesome.
so
Well,
that
yeah,
was the
you know what?
idea about the band.
You do have a nice retro sound, but it's a nice dark retro sound.
I hope so.
I love it. I think it's an amazing sound. I think you do
Yeah.
great. So keep up with your work with that. So what got you into playing your music? What inspired you to play what you play?
The thing is, I always been. So this was the inspiration here was just because I bought an old analog synth.
Okay.
So I did. I've been doing music since I was a teenager.
Oh wow. And
So
you got to at
I
least be
played in a punk band. I played in like an indie pop band, stuff like that. But
Yeah.
of you guys in America, this kicked off a little bit unexpectedly.
Yeah, you're
It
great.
started
So.
with It started with another radio kind of podcast called Darkness Calling, from Mississippi originally.
Nice.
And now they moved to LA, I think. So they
Oh,
made
of
an
course.
interview, and it's like, whoa, fuck, there's someone that listens to my music. Wow,
Yeah.
you have to get that kind of anchor somewhere. And I was
Yeah.
like, wow, someone likes it. Nice.
You got a home here.
Then
You got a home here at the
It's the
Rooster
second
Show, buddy.
tour I'm doing. Yeah, exactly. But you're from South Idaho, right?
Yes, I am. I'm from Twin Falls, Idaho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the closest I come from you with the tour is like Lawrence in Kansas, I guess, which is probably
Boise, Idaho.
hours away or something.
Boise, Idaho's a good spot.
Yeah.
I mean, if you do ever come through, there's a place called the Knitting Factory there. It's pretty good.
Love to do
Me and my
that
wife
sometime.
saw KMFDM there. Yeah, it was a pretty good show. So,
Nice.
some of your bands that you grew up with liking that helped you come up in the sound. What are some of those bands?
I really like to listen to early Human League, and I'm very inspired of that.
Oh, wait, Human League. Wow.
Like the first two albums of Human before they got too poppy.
Yeah, they're great
Before
albums.
the hits, I think. Sounds a little bit snobby to say that, but it's true. I might play one of their songs as a cover as well. I was thinking. I've done it on the tour.
Oh, you've done it before?
Yeah. When I was playing in Georgia, one of the weird countries in Caucasus, I had a gig in Georgia. I played Human League song.
Oh, wonderful.
Might do it again. I have the back tracks for it. I can do it.
Well, that goes to another question.
I'm thinking of it.
How do you generally feel about covers? About doing other people's music? Or do you just mainly want to stick to your own?
Two ways, I think. It's like songs I like, which I think fits. So, and also songs that I play.
Yeah.
And right now, at the moment, in fact, I got to contribute on a Misfits cover album.
Whoa.
which is totally not synth, right?
Yeah.
So I have been fucking around with Dust to Dust, that song.
Oh, that's a
I think
great
I'm
song.
gonna.
Great
I think
album.
I can do that.
Yeah, that's
And
good.
mostly they're like punk. They're mostly like punk bands covering it, and now I'm gonna do it with the analog version. So let's see.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
I hope
there.
it comes out good for you because that's actually one of my
Yeah,
favorite songs.
it sounds quite good at the moment. Yeah.
Wonderful.
It's
So,
fun to sing as Glenn Danzig, right?
it-
He has a
yeah,
very strong voice.
you know the one who sings on that album is actually Graves, uh, Michael Graves. He sings on that particular album,
Yeah.
and yeah,
Yeah,
he's
I
the
mean,
lead
people are
singer.
throwing stuff at me, really,
Huh?
because they know that I'm doing a radio interview and I don't want to mention, I guess. So there
That's
are
funny.
some like tops of the bottles that are being thrown at the computer screen.
Oh no.
It is a slide, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. So
yeah.
do you play
Rock
more
and
than just
roll live.
what all the instruments do you play? Do you play guitar also as well? Guitar, synth,
Yeah, before.
you do?
And I started to fiddle around playing the bass. I think I'm gonna include like a bass, normal bass on one of the EPs in the future.
Oh,
Let's
wonderful.
see.
Yeah, I like playing bass. Bass is fun. That's actually the first instrument I started with. And it was bass. I got an Ibanez bass right now. I like it. It's fun. So tell me about the music scene out there in Sweden.
It's pretty vibrant, I would say. People usually complain that there are no shows, but there are shows, but people are not going that often. They're a bit lazy, I would say.
Huh.
But and then Stockholm has a bit of tendency. They're the center of the world, but it's really off in Europe. It's like very north. It takes hours to drive here. There are a lot of bands that skip home. They
Yeah.
go Copenhagen, they go to Oslo, and they take the second and the third city, like Malmö and Gothenburg, instead of the tour. Yeah, I can't blame them for that because it's like a 6-7 hour drive up to Stockholm from
Huh.
Copenhagen.
Wonderful. So
So it makes sense. Yeah,
is it a decent goth rock scene out there?
it is. Yeah.
Yes.
We wouldn't really call it a gut scene, like diverse, but there are things happening almost every week, every second week.
Hmm. Wonderful,
It's
wonderful.
like synth goth, post punk. It's like a mix.
It's like a dark wave type stuff.
Yeah, this band Vision Video, which is like a bit of a thing for the young gods. They play tomorrow here
Oh,
in town.
wonderful.
Uh,
You got some good
they play
connections out
with
there?
one. What's that?
You got some good connects out
Once
there?
more.
Good connections with
They play with my friends. They called Then Come Silence. So they
oh,
play 3 shows together in Sweden.
yeah, then
Yeah,
come silence. Yeah. That's good. That's
yeah.
wonderful.
They play like 2-3 times in the States. Gonna come back again.
Oh, that's awesome. Good to hear. Good
Bit
to
more
hear.
like Killing Yoke kind of got. Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, yeah. Hey, so you got a big tour
Cheers.
cup. Yeah, cheers, man. Oh,
Yeah, but tonight.
all right.
Exactly.
So you got a
uh,
big tour coming up, huh? So when does it
yes, I
start? It
do.
starts on the 29th, right?
29 in Providence. Yeah.
At Providence?
So I do like 3. It's like New England, Kansas, and Texas.
Okay.
So it's
Darn it, man.
Providence, Boston first. Yeah. Flight to Kansas, 2 small towns, Lawrence and St. Joseph, I think.
Huh.
And I fly into Texas. I do Austin, San Antonio, and Houston. I fly back to Manchester, New Hampshire
Huh.
to end it.
I actually have some family in Wichita, Kansas.
Ah, it's not that far away from Lawrence, right?
Yeah.
Like an hour. Because I was looking for gigs in Wichita. Checked out the kind of view.
That's awesome.
A lot of
So
gigs, isn't it?
yeah, so you get just all be by yourself, huh? Touring by yourself,
I be all by myself now.
all by
Yeah,
yourself, man. Does it get a
it's a
little
bit too
lonely?
expensive to bring people on.
It's too expensive to bring people.
Usually not. Yeah, exactly. All friends want money.
That's awesome, man. So tell me about since you've been around so what since 2019?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So tell me some
yeah.
of your tell me your fondest memory. Something that's really been something that stood out through your time as Retrograth.
Uh, Honestly, my hometown has been the most interesting experience.
Oh,
I'm not like from Stockholm. I'm a small town like 2 hours north, the mining district of Sweden. So it's like the workers' mining district.
yeah.
And some people arrange during arty cultural night in the house where they have the elevator going down to the mine shafts, going down
Wow.
like 1,000 down to the mine.
Wow.
And it was a really cool thing. I never expected that would happen in my hometown.
Yeah.
It felt I was on like on a bunker in Berlin with a kind of hipster Berlin theme. They
Yeah.
really were good in finding those people with like projections, noise, art, and sculpture. It was like very weird. And then they had a few acts and I was playing. It was like
Yeah.
really cool.
That is really cool. That's awesome,
Yeah.
man. Hey, you know what? It seems like you have. Okay, this is kind of changing the subject a little bit. I want to talk about your family. So you had a lot of family that were in World War II. Is that what I'm getting at?
I don't get it. What do you mean?
Yeah, like your grandpa in World War II and all that. Tell me
Yeah.
about your grandpa.
Yeah, yeah, that's a bit of an interesting story, in fact, because there is like a family secret. So he was from he's Finnish. He was born in Finland, and they
Okay.
were fighting against the Russians in the Finnish Winter War. And he was sent to the front as a radio signalist, or what you call it in English.
All right.
No, uh, railroad traffic behind the real front. But in the family, it says like that. So my dad and my auntie, they said like, no, he was always a chef. And then I'm doing like family research, found out, translating stuff from Finnish to Swedish, figuring out that he was a radio guy, the medal for fighting against the Russians.
Wow, that's
So
crazy.
he blow up a bridge and killed a few people.
Wow.
Unheard of in my family.
Hey, he's a hero
So
then,
that
huh?
was the idea of that. Yeah, yeah, well, I don't know. It's really brutal to kill people. I don't know if you're so much of a hero, but anyway, for the Finns at that moment, I don't know. But anyway, that's kind of inspiration for doing that song.
Yeah.
So it's like a Finnish tune started, and it's a bit of a theater in it. So when I played it first live, we did a little bit of theater. So I got shot on stage, stuff like that, playing like the Russian soldier.
Oh goodness. Hey, okay.
So I need another guy for doing that song, so we can play around with it a bit. I can't do that alone.
You can't do that alone, huh? That's funny.
Yeah.
So you were talking about a song that you did that was labeled as one of the most goth rock songs in quite some time. What was the name of that track you were talking about? You just did it not that long ago.
On the same
I,
EP,
I
you
I
mean?
can't remember the name of it. It's driving me nuts. I don't know if I got the copy of it. You said that you just did a song not
Yeah.
that long ago that was considered one of the most goth songs of this generation.
Hmm.
Maybe that's all your songs, huh?
Which one you mean?
All right, then
Maybe
I'll
some idea that never worked out. I
knock
don't
that
know.
question off. Huh?
Uh, uh, let's cut it there. Cut this. Cut this. Cut this.
Get
Take it off.
that! Get the camera!
Uh,
Okay.
luckily, this isn't live.
No, it's no. I
No,
can
but
cut that one out, I guess.
well, never mind. That's more of a
No,
joke.
it's all right.
Keep it if you want.
So,
But I usually listen to a lot of like radio podcasts and get a lot of ideas for this from that, and then try to also enhance the text a little bit in the music.
oh, wonderful.
So could be a little philosophy, and I studied history in university, so I'm very
Oh,
connected to
wow.
history stuff.
You're a college student, huh?
I'm a culture student. I'm so cultured.
You nerd, you. It's all right. I went to
I never
college
deserve
too.
it. Yeah,
I went to college for
yeah.
digital
That's
arts,
good.
graphic arts, and stuff like that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was fun. I love it. I love logo designing and all that, but don't do it very often. But I do like it.
Mm,
So, what's your favorite part of this
yeah.
line of work
Favorite part of
of doing
Can you
music?
tell the last thing again? Favorite.
What's your favorite part of doing
Uh,
creating this music and
yeah,
is it
it's
what
like
is it?
the flow you get when you are creating the songs. I'm totally soaked up. My wife gets totally pissed off on me. It's like I can't speak with you. You're in your own world, and I am. I love it.
Okay.
It's like
I know what you're saying.
finding this idea, finding the words, trying to figure it out with the melodies and I don't know, these loud and sounds. I can, I can be soaked up in it for a day.
That's awesome. That's
It's
good.
like it's super nice. The flow. Because people think about the flow. I have the flow there. It's like, wow, I'm in it. I'm in the flow.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And you get
And
a
then
little
it's
bit.
also fun to the next thing. The next thing that's fun is when I'm on stage and I see that I get connected with the audience. When it
There you
happens,
go.
like the click. When I see
Yeah,
people react on what I'm
exactly.
doing.
Exactly. That's what I like as well.
Sometimes they don't, sometimes they do.
Yep.
You play as well, right?
Exactly. No. Yeah. Yeah. I do. I play. I
Yeah.
play music. I have a band, Rising Underground, that I'm working on. So been a long process because doing the podcast actually takes a lot of my time more so than the music. But I have been
Yeah, of
working on
course.
new tracks. I just did some new tracks yesterday that I'm working on. So I'm gonna jam
Yeah.
them out later when I get done with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got some four
Yeah.
tracks
Oh,
put together.
I
So
also I also saw that Kåström has been contacted with you. Kåström
who?
from Sweden also.
Oh,
Johan Sjöström. Johan Kåström.
okay,
We
okay,
played
yeah.
together. I know he's a friend of mine as well.
Oh, he is.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
wonderful.
played
Yeah,
some song with him. Yeah,
wonderful.
we shared stage once, and we know each other since before.
Cool, man. Yeah, I'll get back with
He's
him.
doing
We
nice
haven't
stuff.
talked in a while,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
yeah,
No,
I need to
I
get a hold
think
of him.
they released something maybe a year ago or something.
Oh, wonderful. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, I was kind of wondering, like, is there much of a cult following around there for your music? Do you have like a nice little following of people that?
A few, but I've been mostly concentrated on the international stuff because I find it more interesting to travel and meet people.
Okay, that's awesome.
And then usually it gets a bit of a kickback in Sweden if you're wow touring in South America, which I did, and
You're
toured the
big
states
time.
and played a bit here and there. Yeah, a little bit, and then it's like they get interested in what you do here.
Yeah, that's
Because we
awesome.
have a lot of music in Sweden. We have a lot of music. So it's a bit of a concurrent, or it's not very aggressive. But the audience might not go to everything.
Yeah, there's some good industrial that's out there. Some EBM
Yeah,
music.
yeah.
So,
Which one do you think of?
oh, I can't think of them right now. I mean, I just I can't. But
Yeah,
I do
but there
have
are a
I
few.
do have some
Yeah,
bands on my show that are from Sweden though. So
absolutely. There are a few.
yeah, it's awesome.
I know like the old guys from I don't know if you know them. They're friends of mine as well.
Who was that? Who was that?
Spetsnaz.
Oh, okay.
They are very Spetsnaz.
Spitznaz.
And
Yeah.
Jaeger 90 maybe a
Ah.
little bit from the same. There are a few definitely, absolutely.
So, is there anybody you would like to acknowledge as giving thanks to helping you get to where you're at right now?
In the states, it's like the Brian from Darkness Poland, who kind of started my way into the states.
Okay.
And then through Darkness Poland, in touch with the ex Hyena guys from Boston. We become really good friends. So we're kind of helping each other out, give them some European radio stations, and they give me some tips about stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And what's his name there? He has a radio show as well from Kansas. He was in Austin before.
Okay.
He helped me a lot in Kansas now.
Huh.
Who else? There are quite a few like guys like you who always play the music. I'm so appreciative. I mean, I'm so happy about it. It's wonderful.
I'm happy to be
It's
friends
like
with
it's
you.
almost it's almost like sell it out and I get plays. Like, hey, what the fuck am I doing? Everything can't be that good. I'm thinking, so, but anyway, decent enough. I guess. I hope it's okay. Like, I get over the limit or something.
Hey,
But
something I was gonna ask if you want to do next time, and you actually make it home. That why don't you
yeah,
do a few live show long tracks for us? We can have
uh,
you do like a
yeah,
little mini show, do a few live tracks.
definitely. I would
That'll
love
be
to do that.
nice. Get something
Absolutely.
set up like that. If you want to
Yeah.
do a couple of old ones and then play a new one, or whatever, to promote a new track
Yeah.
and then
Then it would be cool. Then maybe I wouldn't be alone. Get some friends. Do an extra synth or some bass guitar or
exactly,
something.
yeah.
That
We'll
would be
we'll
cool
try to
for
set
the next
something up for
release in the
that.
spring.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'll be
that would be
awesome.
cool. In the spring, it would be fun for the next release. I think that would be.
Sounds
It's a
good.
very good idea. Yeah,
That's a very
yeah,
good idea. Actually, I've
definitely.
been wanting to kind of
Yeah,
try to get some of the bands that I know to do like little shows, anyways. Instead of just doing
yeah,
interviews, we
yeah.
can like do like an interview and play tracks in between the interview.
And play three songs maybe. Yeah,
Yeah, like talk for a little
yeah.
bit and then play a track and
It's
then
been
talk
like
a little
it would be
more.
like a TV radio show.
Yeah, like a TV radio show almost. Yeah, I think that'd be
Absolutely.
great. It'll be refreshing. It'll be different. The new Saturday
TV
Night Live.
radio. Yeah.
All right, man.
The Rooster TV radio.
I don't know. Well, hey,
Cheers, bud.
we're kind of low on time now,
It is,
bud. And I just want to say thank you so much
Yeah.
for taking your time out to talk to me, and much love to you, man.
Yeah.
I got your back, Claus. You know, you got your, you got a home here on my show. So I appreciate you. You keep bringing in the songs. I'm gonna get you on, get you played on my mixes all I can. And I thank you so much for all that you do. And you
The
keep up the
same.
good work and
Thank
keep
you
up the good music.
for being attentive to what I'm doing.
Yeah. Well, how can I not? You
I
kick
mean,
ass.
it makes this little pushes that keeps you going.
That's right.
Fantastic.
You're wonderful, buddy.
Cheers.
Hey, cheers to you too, buddy.
Cheers.
Much love from Idaho.
Cheers.
Take care of yourself, buddy, and
Yeah.
I'll talk to you
Hello from
soon, okay?
Stockholm. Yeah, definitely.
Have a good night.
Let's
Bye-bye.
see.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Yeah.